Just think about the Gavin Newsom statement. Um, Apparently, Trump's response to it is he's stepping out of the presidential race. We don't know if that's true or he's just joking because Trump do be telling jokes. But Nicki Minaj has also chimed in and she's saying apparently Gavin Newsom thinks that black voters are dumb and can't read. That's how he appeals to them. And it's a deeper thing. It's disappointing for me because overwhelming majority of black Americans vote Democrat. It bothers me because it's not what I know. I know that what they're doing is not best for black people because everywhere they're running things, it's not going well. And I guess it's more of a tradition thing. It's like my parents voted and their parents voted. But the interesting thing is, if we kept the tradition, the true tradition of how black people historically have voted, you would be Republican. Because black people were Republicans for a longer time before they were Democrats. Because Republicans were on the right side of history, being against slavery, against Jim Crow and all those things. It was Democrats that were for all that. So it actually made sense for black people were Republican. And plus, Republicans looked at self-improvement and things of that nature. And a lot of black communities, remember, black people weren't given anything after slavery, and they built it themselves for the most part. So Republican ideology is what brought the community up to the point where the civil rights movement was even possible. And when I look at the history of it, what I do understand is after the Great Depression, where Republicans failed, that's when black people started voting Democrat because the government was willing to help. And it kind of grew from there. Unfortunately, they're doing nothing for the black community. And this is what happens. I guess this should be a lesson for any group of people that if people know they got your vote, if people know they have you, no matter what they do, they're going to say whatever they say and do whatever they do. You know, Gavin Newsom can say these things because he knows he won't change anything. Because anything you say hasn't. Biden did it. You know, and usually Democrats that get popular play to the lowest common denominator of black culture or just culture in general, not just for black people, but for everyone in the U.S. And it's people, you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. And this is not for black community. I think it's people all over the West need to wake up. Because these are lies. You are capable, for most people, the vast majority of people, what you achieve in life is how much work you put into it and how much you believe in yourself. You're not coming up with excuses, you're coming up with solutions. You're not blaming the world, you're taking credit for your decisions. In the West, we have to stop waiting for someone to hand it to us. It's not going to happen. Look at the situation it's created. You got people depending on government, and government's required to spend more and more, and the people that are working are paying a heavy price for it. You see what happened in New York? All these things they're talking about, like with Mondani, is a perfect example of what's really going on. I'm going to get you this, that, and the third. And the previous mayor even said himself, he can't do any of that. Not without the governor's approval. And she's like, no. Because she knows you overtax the rich, they leave. But taxing the working class like that didn't. And you know what's funny is the reason why he's taxing so much is for programs that aren't actually necessary. He doesn't have to spend that much more money. You don't have to have free buses. You don't have to have free. You know, all these programs he's created that he should shelve until the money's right. But no, he's saying, I got to spend this. I have to spend it now. And if you don't get the rich to pay for it, I'm going to make the working class pay for it. And they're like, oh, no, we don't want that. But I'm saying this is what y'all voted for, though. Vast majority of New Yorkers voted for this. And you got to listen to these people when they speak. They say stuff that sounds good, but absolutely nothing's free. You have to work for it. And then a victimhood mentality doesn't help you. If you go around the world thinking that everybody's against you and you never make it, you won't. The reality is most people don't care. They don't care that much. It's only a handful of people that are bigots and racists that want to do anything about anything. Most people are just going through their day, not even thinking about you like that. So why worry about those small percentage of people? Improve your life. Work hard at something. Choose something. Do something with your life instead of waiting for somebody else to do it, because they're not going to do it. They're just going to use you. We've got to get away from this. Somebody's going to give me something for free. I ain't going to do nothing. We have duty to society. We have things we should do for society to help improve it. We should all participate and quit waiting for someone else to do it for us, because it ain't working. It's making things worse. All that from a silly statement from Gavin Newsom. But you know what? You go around speaking enough like that, and I think he's been saying terrible things anyway, because even when he went to Europe, he's talking bad about America for absolutely no reason, talking bad about the president, just unnecessary. So to me, most of what he says is a problem. I mean, this one got attention, but for him, that's just what he normally does. Just nobody was listening. People on his side weren't listening. They just hear, oh, he hates Trump, good guy. They're not listening to what he's saying, though. That's the problem. They're telling you what they are. From labor, Tories, the groups are telling you, Democrats, they're telling you what they are. You're just not listening, because they know if they can distract you with an enemy, they can be your enemy and you don't even know it. It's all a game, people. Y'all take care.